On September 20, 2025, Japanese and Korean media reported that renowned Kabuki actor Ichikawa Danko expressed his admiration for Kim Taehyung, V of BTS. In an interview, Danko mentioned that he had been following Taehyung's artistic journey for a long time, both in music and stage performances. What made this statement particularly remarkable is Danko's background as a Kabuki performer, a traditional Japanese art form with over 400 years of history. For someone from a classical field to recognize a K-pop idol highlights Taehyung's vast global artistic influence. Kabuki is characterized by dramatic facial expressions, symbolic body movements, and the ability to convey deep emotions through gesture. According to Danko, these same qualities shine through Taehyung's performances on stage. Ichikawa Danko emphasized that Taehyung's use of facial expressions and eyes is what makes him stand out. In Kabuki, the eyes are often the centerpiece. They reveal layers of emotions even without words. Taehyung has often captivated audiences by channeling emotions through his gaze. Performances like Singularity became iconic worldwide largely because of his mysterious, piercing expressions. Danko noted that this is in line with Kabuki's philosophy. The body is the instrument, but the eyes are the soul. Danko's praise also sparked discussion among fans and critics alike. Many believe this shows how traditional art and modern pop culture can meet and intersect. Although Taehyung belongs to the world of contemporary music, he is being recognized by a Kabuki master because of the shared values of expression, aesthetics, and emotional depth. This phenomenon strengthens Taehyung's position as a global artist, not just a pop idol. His artistry transcends the usual boundaries of genre and industry. Japan has long played a major role in shaping K-pop's international fanbase. Taehyung is already one of the most loved Korean idols in Japan, frequently topping popularity polls. With Ichikawa Danko's recognition, Taehyung's reputation in Japan is expected to rise even further. For Japanese fans, this validation from a traditional cultural authority affirms that Taehyung is not only a popular face, but also an artist of true aesthetic value. Unsurprisingly, Danko's comments went viral across social platforms. Hashtags such as #TaehyungKabuki and #IchikawaDanko began trending in Japan and South Korea. ARMY flooded Twitter and Instagram with clips of Taehyung's dramatic performances, especially Stigma, Singularity, and live stages from his layover era. For fans, this was a proud moment. Their idol was being celebrated not only by mainstream pop critics, but also by an internationally respected traditional artist. Looking deeper, there are intriguing parallels between Kabuki and K-pop. Kabuki uses acting, dance, and music to convey stories and emotions. K-pop, though modern, also merges singing, choreography, and visuals to create narrative performances. Taehyung, with his theatrical stage presence, is often described as different from other K-pop idols. He doesn't just execute choreography, he embodies a character, layering each song with emotional acting. This is precisely what led Danko to identify a Kabuki soul in Taehyung's artistry. Since releasing his solo album Layover in 2023, Taehyung has leaned toward artistry that emphasizes emotional storytelling and aesthetics. Songs like Slow Dancing and Rainy Days are rich in sentiment and atmospheric depth. With recognition from a Kabuki actor, Taehyung's solo career might evolve even further into artistic performances that blur the line between music and theater. This could potentially open the door for unique stage concepts, merging modern pop with traditional theatrical elements. Taehyung's influence now extends beyond the world of BTS. If a Kabuki actor, a guardian of centuries-old tradition, can see artistic resonance in his performances, then Taehyung's artistry has already crossed cultural and generational boundaries. For ARMY, this is more than just fandom pride. It is evidence that supporting Taehyung contributes to a greater recognition of artistry that unites different cultures worldwide. Fans have begun to speculate whether Taehyung might one day collaborate with Japanese theater or even stage a performance that integrates Kabuki elements. While no such project has been announced, the idea itself excites both fans and art enthusiasts. If realized, it could be a groundbreaking cultural event, a fusion of traditional Japanese theater and modern Korean pop through the artistry of Taehyung. After Ichikawa Danko's remarks on September 20, 2025, international media outlets quickly began covering the news. Publications in South Korea, Japan, and beyond highlighted how a traditional kabuki master found resonance in the artistry of a K-pop star. Major outlets like The Times of India, Billboard Japan, and several K-pop dedicated platforms noted the symbolic power of this moment. Headlines such as "Kabuki meets K-pop," "Ichikawa Danko applauds BTS's V," and "Taehyung earns artistic recognition from Japanese theater legend" dominated entertainment sections. The coverage amplified Taehyung's global presence even further, extending beyond the usual music industry channels into broader cultural commentary. In Japan, Taehyung has long been a fan favorite. He consistently ranks high in popularity polls and enjoys strong fan club activity. The fact that Ichikawa Danko, a deeply respected figure in Japanese traditional art, openly praised him gave Japanese army an even stronger sense of pride. Fans began sharing clips of Taehyung's performances alongside kabuki scenes to show similarities: the dramatic gaze, the graceful but powerful movements, and the storytelling aspect of his stage presence. For many, this recognition validated their belief that Taehyung's artistry is on a level beyond pop stardom. In South Korea, the news was equally well received. Many Korean fans noted the importance of cultural exchange between Korea and Japan, countries that have sometimes shared tense political histories. For Taehyung to receive praise from such a respected Japanese figure is seen as a symbol of soft diplomacy, proof that art and music can transcend politics. Korean commentators also highlighted that Taehyung's training and natural charisma make him one of the most artistic idols, someone who has always blurred the line between idol, actor, and performance artist. Western fans on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit discussed the symbolic significance of Danko's comments. Many praised Taehyung's versatility, pointing out that his artistry resonates across cultures and traditions. Some fan posts went viral, showing side-by-side edits of Taehyung performing Singularity next to kabuki actors performing dramatic monologues. The caption, "Modern Kabuki," trended among international fans, sparking discussions about cultural fusion in performance arts. One of the recurring themes in global discussions is how Taehyung's recognition by Ichikawa Danko challenges the perception of K-pop idols as manufactured products. Instead, it positions Taehyung as an artist with cultural depth. Music critics noted that Taehyung's career has often leaned toward artistic exploration. From the moody, aesthetic-driven visuals of Layover to his baritone voice and emotional delivery, he has consistently distinguished himself from the typical pop image. Danko's recognition amplifies this legitimacy. Speculation grew about whether Taehyung might explore collaborations that merge modern pop with traditional theater. Some fans even imagined a performance at Tokyo's Kabukiza Theater, or a special stage blending kabuki-inspired storytelling with Taehyung's solo songs. While such ideas remain speculative, the buzz alone shows how Taehyung's artistry invites cross-cultural imagination. Even if no direct collaboration occurs, his acknowledgement by a kabuki actor has already created a symbolic collaboration between worlds. Taehyung's recognition may also influence how other idols approach performance. His artistry shows that connecting emotionally and theatrically with an audience has lasting value. Younger idols and trainees may look to Taehyung as an example of how to elevate their stage presence beyond technical execution. K-pop agencies, noticing the global reaction, may also begin encouraging idols to explore performance artistry that borrows from theater and classical traditions. Beyond music, Taehyung now occupies a unique role as a cultural bridge. His recognition by Ichikawa Danko demonstrates how Korean artists can resonate with traditional Japanese art forms, helping foster mutual appreciation. Cultural analysts argue that this kind of exchange builds a stronger foundation for future collaborations in East Asian entertainment. Taehyung is increasingly seen as an informal cultural ambassador, embodying the idea that K-pop can both honor tradition and redefine it. Interestingly, several universities in Japan and Korea reportedly plan to discuss this moment in their cultural studies courses. Professors see it as a valuable example of globalization in contemporary art. A 21st century Korean pop star embodying artistic traits admired by a 17th century Japanese tradition. Some scholars even suggest that Taehyung could become a case study in how modern pop culture interacts with heritage arts, showing how global icons can influence academic discourse.